as a longtime fan of Taylor Swift, I find it fascinating to delve into the creation and evolution of her songs, particularly All Too Well. Liz Rose, who played a pivotal role in Swift's early career, recounts how this song was originally a 20-minute long ballad before being trimmed down. And the extended 10-minute version of Taylor Swift's song, All Too Well, contains many hints, some of which are linked to her relationship with Jake Gyllenhaal. Since its debut on her 2012 album Red, fans have been trying to decipher the song's meaning. Recently, Swift re-recorded the entire Red album titled Red, Taylor's version, because she no longer owns the rights to the original masters of her first 6 studio albums, making it illegal for her to perform them. Swift not only chose to rework certain tracks, but also enhanced some popular ones like All Too Well, now featuring an extended version. This new rendition offers much to dissect from its lyrics, with the All Too Well Jake Gyllenhaal controversy being a key theme that seems pivotal to the song. Swift is renowned for intertwining personal experiences into her storytelling, songwriting. Apart from composing the song All Too Well, Taylor Swift also took on the roles of writer and director for a short film adaptation. This production stars Dylan O'Brien and Sadie Sink, who portray the emotional ups and downs of a romantic relationship that ultimately ends in a separation. Many fans believe the story mirrors Swift's own romance with Jake Gyllenhaal, which began in late 2010. In keeping with the themes found in All Too Well, the short film opens with a quote from Pablo Neruda: "Love is so fleeting, forgetting takes so long," a possible allusion to Swift and Gyllenhaal's relationship, and that it's intriguing to speculate that the sister in the song could be Maggie Gyllenhaal herself, considering she publicly acknowledged hosting Swift for dinner during that period. As for the scarf, it's been the subject of discussions among Swift's fans for years. The piece of clothing has also been a signature of the singer's real-life aesthetic for a while. And it has even been a focal point in some of her music videos. In the second song verse, Taylor Swift weaves together old and fresh lyrics to help listeners better grasp the deeper significance of All Too Well. The initial part of this verse features Taylor discussing her experiences with an unidentified man, including a poignant recollection of his mother, reminiscing about his childhood. The man himself shares more details from his past, as he seems to believe that their relationship has a promising future ahead. The bridge of the All Too Well 10-minute version revolves around Taylor Swift contemplating the causes that led to their relationship's demise. In this part, she proposes a few explanations, such as her belief that she might have asked for too much. However, she later doubts her own responsibility and wonders if it could be him who was responsible for leaving the relationship weakly. In the new version of the song, verse 3 provides additional depth to the narrative of All Too Well. The line that refers to their age difference lends credence to speculation that the song is about Taylor Swift's relationship with Jake Gyllenhaal, as they had a 10-year age to take another 10-year round on. During their time together, Swift was 20 and Gyllenhaal was 30. This verse suggests that the age difference may have played a role in the end of their romance. In the same vein as its previous version, the new 10-minute rendition of All Too Well features fresh verses penned by Swift upon re-recording the track for Red, Taylor's version. Notably, this fourth verse appears to be the most pointed criticism aimed at Gyllenhaal. If the song is indeed about him, in this segment, Swift implies that the man she references persists in dating women of her age, despite having previously blamed their age gap as the cause for the separation. In the closing moments of the extended All Too Well version, Taylor Swift repeatedly sings a few lines that express her ongoing reflection on their unique relationship. Even though if they had been apart for a long time and parted ways in an unfortunate manner, the phrase, "it was rare, you remember it," emphasizes the special and seldom encountered nature of what they shared in the song. And as a film enthusiast, I couldn't help but feel intrigued when the extended cut of Taylor Swift's All Too Well was released, sparking curiosity about Jake Gyllenhaal's reaction given the intense scrutiny from Swifties dissecting the song's meaning. Months later, the actor finally broke his silence, and his response definitely took me by surprise. In a chat with Esquire, the celebrity initially stated that he held no resentment towards Taylor Swift regarding the song, since he felt it wasn't about him. Although some interpret the track as a symbolic account of their 3-month romance and her subsequent sadness over its end, Gyllenhaal effectively dismissed such assumptions by suggesting that the song instead reflected her relationship with her fans. He further explained that she employs her songwriting to artistically convey her emotions, and this artistic expression was not intended for him. Well, all the time that they design really big, they're, it's so good and like can't kind of getting more effective. This version shattered a Guinness World Record by becoming the longest song to ever reach #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. Originally, the Billboard Hot 100 ranked the most frequently played songs on the radio. However, today it measures the most popular song across all platforms, including streaming sites and radio play. Apart from setting a new record, it's also widely acknowledged that the 10-minute version of All Too Well is considered one of Taylor Swift's finest achievements and has garnered of numerous awards. The song All Too Well, penned by Taylor Swift, garnered the title of Best Lyrics at the iHeartRadio Music Awards and was a contender for Song of the Year at the Grammys. Liz Rose is credited as co-writer on the song. In the early stages of Taylor Swift's musical journey, Liz Rose played a crucial role as a songwriting partner. As she puts it herself, she was more of an editor than a writer, fine-tuning the songs by making adjustments such as trimming them down or rearranging verses to create a smoother flow. The song All Too Well played a crucial role in Taylor Swift's transformation from a country pop sensation to a pop icon. And the stories behind its creation became more intriguing with each promotional interview about the album. I found myself pouring my heart out through a soulful melody, initially sparked by a painful separation, as shared with USA Today. It later evolved into an emotionally charged jam session with my band, a tidbit that surfaced on Tumblr, and even some personal entries found in the deluxe editions of The Lover.
Yeah.
As a diehard fan of Taylor Swift, I've long admired how she weaves her personal experiences into her music. However, what caught my attention in her latest work was the remarkable level of transparency she displayed, something she hadn't done quite so openly before. Previously, well, it was evident that numerous songs were inspired by her relationships. The openness to discuss these influences and the direct references were often veiled. Um, in the subsequent unveiling of a 10-minute adaptation of All Too Well, it's evident that Taylor Swift, despite crafting more fictional narratives in her artistry, has no qualms about bearing absolute emotional nakedness through her music. This fresh rendition offers listeners a richer perspective on the dissolved relationship, allowing them to grasp the depth of her embarrassment and sorrow. It stands as one of the most emotionally charged songs in her uh, discography due to its raw vulnerability. Initially, there was a possibility that listeners might shy away from 10-minute songs. However, Taylor Swift disproved this notion um, with her work on All Too Well. By revisiting the song and adding back some of the original narrative, she's able to explore new creative avenues that were previously unattainable. At the same time, this approach allows her to resonate with long-standing fans while showcasing her artistic prowess and writing skills. Um, Both iterations of All Too Well have served as uh, significant milestones in Taylor Swift's career. With that said, thanks for watching, and till next time.